This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TYT for your free trial membership. Several videos of a so-called UFO sighting in Jerusalem have emerged, right? And people are saying that it's definitely a UFO. People on the internet are criticizing the video, saying, no, this is fake, it's all made up. But the only thing that makes this story even a little legitimate is the fact that there are several different videos online, and every single one of them is from different angles, okay? So let's watch a report on it, and then you guys can judge for yourself. We'll have a little discussion.
Over one of the holiest sites in Islam, the Dome of the Rock on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, the spot where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven, built on top of a site sacred to Judaism. An American woman takes it all in her stride, seen it all before.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never like this.
Easily dismissed as a hoax until you see this. The same event, or so it seems, filmed from a different angle by someone else. The glowing ball of light dropping until it hangs just over the Dome of the Rock. These spectators a little more impressed.
Whoa!
The ball suddenly shooting off as if disturbed. If it's a hoax, it's very well done. We are not alone. Or are we?
Oh, I love that reporter. That last part of that report is my favorite thing. We are not alone. Or are we? Oh, I love that guy. I don't know why. I think he does a really good job. But I don't know. I can't tell. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I actually thought that he screwed up that last line. Like, he should say, like, we are alone. Or are we? You see what I'm saying? He kind of flipped it. So it doesn't quite make sense. I liked his English pronunciations of things like Islam, Muhammad.
I noticed that as well, yeah. But he's trying. I like it.
No. God bless. Speaking of, accents, I love the American woman in that video. We see that in Mississippi all the time.
Yeah, her accent was great. But, so did you see the video from where you are, Cenk? Were you able to see it? Okay, so what do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you think that it was a UFO? Do you think the videos are doctored? Like, do you think it's fake? What are your thoughts?
Okay. All right. I have two rules here. One is that all videos on YouTube are doctored.
Yes.
Okay. So, or anywhere online. So it's inconceivable that it's true. But my second rule is that there are definitely aliens. I don't mean that there are definitely aliens here, like, I mean, there's no question that there's life outside of Earth. It would be nearly statistically impossible for there not to be life outside of Earth. So is it possible that one of those life forms in the billions and billions of galaxies, perhaps trillions, figured out how to get here and have a little ball of light that hangs over Jerusalem every once in a while and Mississippi? Sure, it's totally possible. But until we can conclusively prove it, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, it's really interesting because people are asking, how much more proof do you need? It's not like this is one video from one individual. There are now 3 different videos online, and all 3 of the videos are, from different people from completely different angles. So it's like, how much more proof do you need, right? But, that light maybe wasn't a UFO. Maybe it was, who knows? Maybe it was just some random light that was hanging over, the Dome of Rock.
Have been anything.
Okay, I'm
sorry. But I mean, look, hold up. It could have been a new drone that Israel is testing, right? It could have been the U.S. is testing a drone. I don't know. It could have been a little trick that somebody did with. I mean, it wasn't that complicated. And by the way, if there are aliens inside of that light, they're tiny.
Yeah. Jared, did you want to say something?
Okay, so we're saying, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be. I have no idea what's going on. But what I do know is that it's not what everyone else says it is. If you don't know anything, how do you know what the hell it is? I mean, if we're going off I don't know, which no one does, we can't say, well, I know it's not real. You know, how do you know that? If we don't know anything, how do we know that it's not real?
Mm-hmm.
JR.
Knowing nothing is knowing nothing.
I think you're missing the point of being a talk show host. You need to have definitive, clear opinions, okay? I don't know what that is, so let me tell you what it is. Okay, that's how you do a talk show. God, I got to teach this guy everything, man. No, but in all seriousness, look, it's the weight of experience. Like, every one of these things before has proven to be a hoax. So it is likely that this will prove to be a hoax.
Understood. Now, this is one thing. Just give this angle, because I don't know either. But what about the significance of the fact that it's above this particular building where Muhammad rose to heaven?
Oh, that's a good point.
Is it the return? Like, everyone's saying, is it just a UFO from like some other planet? What if it's some kind of spiritual thing?
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised that no one else has made that argument yet. But that's a good point. I'm going with that. That's what it was.
Yeah, maybe it was Jesus. I believe he's familiar with Jerusalem, right? And it could have been Muhammad. It could have been Yahweh. Maybe Buddha got lost. Maybe it was him.
Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT. Free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.